What's up, VC? It's Todd Guy, Thrash and Zombie here with a vinyl, cassette, and CD update. One CD, 3 cassettes, and I don't know how many records. But my anniversary was a few days ago, and we went down to Connecticut, Mystic. It was alright. It's freaking raining the entire time. No sun. It's kind of miserable. I mean, we had some fun. We had some good stuff to eat. Some good Mexican. I forgot what that was called. And then the local diner. We had good breakfast. It's a big breakfast. Went to the aquarium down there, which is kind of cool. And had, went around some stores that were there as well. Some interesting stuff. We bought a few things here and there. There's a record store down there. Couple of things were I bought at the store. One of the cassettes and I think one record. Yeah, one, that's what it was. And some other records are from Amazon, and I found at Consign and Design, maybe, I don't remember. 2 of the cassettes are from Discogs, and the CDs from a different record store along with another record. Maybe 2 from there, I don't remember. Let's do the CD first. This is Exhumed Horror. Grindcore, I think is what it is. Songs are pretty short. One of their, not earlier, well, kind of earlier albums, I guess. I'm not sure what number this would be. Comes with a booklet and the lyrics. Yeah, I found Exhumed because they did a split with Gruesome, which is Matt Harvey is the lead singer and guitarist on Exhumed, and he's also the lead singer, I think, guitarist on Gruesome, which is a death worship band, the band Death. They're a worship band of death, basically. You've never heard Gruesome, and you kind of miss death, check out Gruesome. Twisted Prayers, you would think you're listening to death. It's that good. Yeah, Exhumed Horror. The next one is from this record store in Mystic. A cassette, Mad Season, Above. Didn't even know this was on cassette. I mean, I guess it makes sense because I think it was in the 90s or something. 1995. So I guess it makes sense that it would be on cassette. They're still making cassettes in the 90s. I have a cassette of Creed, Human Clay, which was like 99. So I thought this was a cool find. I do have a reissue of the vinyl, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll get that on cassette. Unfortunately, even cassettes, some of the older cassettes are going up in price, and it's just kind of annoying because they're cassettes. I mean, they shouldn't be more than $10 maybe. I've seen cassettes $20, $30. I'm like, I'm going to say this wasn't $10, this was more, but I really wanted it, so. And these were cheap. I got these off of Discogs. I have this on, I think, CD, and I have it on vinyl, and I had it on cassette when it came out, and I just never found a cassette of it anywhere. And I saw one on eBay. It was maybe $5, $4. I don't remember. White Lions, Pride. This is the album that got me into White Lion with the song Wait. I know a lot of people really hate that song now. But Hungry's on here, Lonely Nights, Don't Give Up, Sweet Little Lovin', I Need Is Rock and Roll, When the Children Cry, Tell Me. I watched Robert Fiffin. I don't know if you know Robert Fiffin. He's pretty big in the vinyl community, I guess. He does a lot of videos and stuff. Last few videos he's been doing, he bought a collection. There's a lot of heavy metal in there. Apparently he hates White Lion. Also hates Def Leppard's Hysteria. She hates this White Lion album, I guess. He also hates Def Leppard's Hysteria. So, because he played it all the time when he was in the radio, which is fine. I get it. But he's a funny guy to watch. If you don't know who that is, Robert Fiffin. Check him out. The Organization, offshoot of Death Angel, without the lead singer from Death Angel. This is the two guitarists, I believe. Maybe the remnants of the band of Death Angel. And they did this. This is not really thrash metal like Death Angel was. It's more straight up like heavy metal. Kind of funkish in a way as well. I'm trying to remember who they are. The organized. Yeah, it's Robert Gavestani, which is from Death Angel. What's that say? Gus Peppa, which is guitar, is also in Death Angel. Andrew Gall, yeah. These are all the guys from Death Angel. Just 3, and then 1, 2, 3. W.J. Benez 3. Yeah, I don't know. But the 3 main people from Death Angel did the Organization. They released another album after this, which wasn't as good. This is like a sleeper hit for me. I bought it because I was like, I found out that it was Death Angel basically without the lead singer, and it's completely different from Death Angel, but it's a great album. They only have a vinyl of this that was in Europe. I'm not even sure if that was an official or not, and it's not cheap. But find the cassette. This was like $3 or $4. So I was like, cool. Let's see. What do we got? We got a couple things. Let's do this one first. I already showed this because it was an unboxing. The Testament New Order reissue from Nuclear Blast. Came out this year a few weeks ago. I've wanted a copy of this on vinyl. This sounds great on here. It's, I mean, it sucks I can't find an OG copy, but they're so expensive, and when they do pop up, they are fucking expensive, and they go really quickly. But, you know, having it on vinyl, even if it's a reissue, it's okay. Comes with the inner sleeve, lyrics and pictures and information. And it also comes on this cool black and blue splatter, which goes great with the album cover. So, if anybody missed the unboxing I did on this album, there you go. And I've seen a lot of other people show this as well. They also bought the Legacy, which I probably should have bought. I don't know why I didn't, but I don't know. I saw this. I'm like, oh, I gotta get that, and that's all I worried about because I knew this was gonna fucking sell out, and it did. I went back to check when it was coming out, the date, and it was maybe 3 weeks after I ordered it, and it had sold out. So it was only like 1,000 copies, I think. No, 2,000 copies. So yeah, if you didn't get one, you know, I'm sorry about that, dude. It's tough. Let's do these ones that I found at Consigned Design, I think. I've been holding on to these for a little while now. This one's called Blood or Whiskey. This is what did it say? I believe it's an Irish punk band. They incorporate a lot of Irish type music in it. It's not straight punk. It's not hardcore punk, really. It's an Irish punk band, so they have a lot of Irish influences, Irish instruments and whatnot. It sounds like you're in the Highlands. Sounds like maybe you're in an Irish bar or something. I listened to this with my wife. She didn't mind it. I couldn't tell you any of these songs on here. It was an interesting listen. But this is fairly cheap at Consigned Design. I'm like, oh, I'll check that out. Certain things, if they're cheap, like back in the day, I used to buy albums based on artwork and sometimes the names of the songs. Like I did that with Death, Spiritual Healing, and Tombs, Clandestine, some other ones. Not everyone was great, but you found new music that way, either if you liked it or not, and then you kind of had to listen to it because you only got so much money when you're a teenager from either working your part-time job or doing chores around the house and getting an allowance or whatever. So nowadays, if I go into a used place, like a thrift store, not a thrift store, like an antique place that's selling records, and they have some records for fairly cheap, and they have bands I've never heard of, and they have them for like under $10 or something, and I see an interesting cover, I'll check it out. Because a lot of times I'll get it home and I'll check it on Discogs, and it's generally worth more than what they priced it at. Sometimes, not always. Like that Blood and Whiskey is not really worth anything. Same with this one. This is Upheaval, and I bought this just because of the cover, because I love black and white cover artwork that has a lot of detail like this, and I think it's so cool. This is Upheaval, Altar of Ash. I don't think I've listened to this yet. It just comes with a photo and who's in the band and whatnot. 8 songs on here, probably 4 side, I guess. Burning Dark, Eviscerate the Light, Beast of Carnage, Abyss, Altar of Ash, Consumed by Fire, Resurrection, and Ascension. Those are 2 different songs, not Resurrection and Ascension. It's Resurrection, Ascension. And I was like, it's probably a band, that's not really like praising Jesus or anything either, because it looks like they're summoning a demon, which I'm like, that's pretty cool. All right. Record's in pretty good condition, so I was like, I'll buy that. I think this was fairly cheap. This is median price is like $5 for this, I think. But if it sounds okay, fuck it, I'll listen to it. I don't care how much it costs, or how much it's worth. Let's see. Bought this off of Amazon because they're releasing all these albums. This is Suffocation, self-titled. Sorry about the coughing again. This came out in originally 2006, I think. It's re-released last year, 2023. There's a picture of the band and the lyrics. I have a CD of this as well, and this may have been one of the first Suffocation albums I bought, maybe? Because I think it was cheap on the CD, it was like $3, and I was like, oh, I'll check it out. Or maybe it was not, I don't remember. Anyway, they're re-releasing all these older albums, and on like colored vinyl splatter, it's kind of cool. So it's like $24 on Amazon. If anybody's interested in buying some Suffocation records, I think one of them was more, because it was, I don't know why, but for albums you probably couldn't find on vinyl originally, or maybe they weren't even released on vinyl, I don't know. You can get them fairly cheap, and they don't sound terrible, so they sound pretty good. So Suffocation, if you're into that brutal death metal, it's a pretty good album. Unless you like the earlier stuff, which is even more brutal, you can't understand what the hell he's saying, but that's okay. This band, I found this Brattleboro. What the fuck was the name of it? Or maybe it was Londonderry. I think it was Londonderry in Connecticut. I can't remember the name of the place, but this is Witch Vomit. You can get this through $20 Spin, which I think you can get on Bandcamp. A third album from Witch Vomit summons an unholy, blackened befouling of gore-soaked death metal. Just that alone, I said, well, I'm gonna have to buy that. So, yeah, I don't think I've even taken this out yet. So look at this. Oh, it comes with this huge poster. Oh yeah, big ass poster by the looks. I think it's probably the cover. Yes, it is the cover. It's pretty big, but a lot of bands are doing that now. Picture of the band and stuff and lyrics. Yeah. Is this colored or black? It's just black. Comes in a nice polyline sleeve. That's cool. It's black. Dying Embers, Endless Fall, Blood of Abomination, Serpentine Shadows, Decaying Angelic Flesh, nice. Black Wings of Desolation, Dominion of a Darkened Realm, and Darkened Spirits, Abject Silence, Funeral Sanctum. I think that's the name of the album, is Funeral Sanctum, yeah. I'm sure a lot of metalheads into the more death metal would probably know this band. I mean, I think they got quite a following on Bandcamp. And I've heard of this band. I saw them on there. I don't know why I didn't check them out. Maybe I did. I might even have this in my saved thing. It's too bad it doesn't have a download card to put onto my Bandcamp. Yeah. So then I can put it onto my actual streaming site, which I use. But that's okay. Not everybody does it. I thought 20 Buck Spin did send you a download card. But it's okay. So that's pretty cool. And at the same place, I bought this band, which I probably shouldn't have because this cover is just ridiculous. And people behind the counter, when I brought it up, and they looked at it and they started laughing. And they said, "Oh my God, that's definitely a wig." Or wigs. Never heard of this band. It's a band called Insane Striptease. From originally, what does it say? 30th anniversary, so what, 94 probably, or 93. Yeah, I'd say probably like 93. Actually, it says 1987. Oh, this was released in 2017. So this is from 1987. Anybody heard of this band? Because this looks like one of those hair metal kind of bands that didn't really take off. Kind of reminds me of the band Nitro. This is from Return to Analog, I guess. Let's see. I haven't even opened this yet. It just looked ridiculous enough where I was like, I'm going to have to check that out. Even comes with a download code. Comes with this booklet thing. No lyrics. Looks like they're from Canada because it's got French writing. Talking about Montreal or something. And it does come on a clear and red splatter vinyl, which is kind of cool. Excuse me. Woo! Songs like Striptease, Sharp Sensations, Cry Out, To Lorient, Unaware of the Share, Weird, Nowhere Land, Don't Play Around, The Battle, Heart on Fire, Never Satisfied. 500 copies. This is $249 of 500. Where did I get this download from? Free digital download. Gotta go to that. Yep. So, yeah, I'm assuming this isn't going to be the greatest album ever. It might be okay. I do like some cheesy hair metal from time to time. So, Insane Striptease. Somebody let me know if they know this band, because I've never heard of them, and they just, especially the wig thing, this guy right here definitely looks like he's wearing a wig. I mean, the rest of them could be too, but that one definitely looks like fake hair. But also, they used a lot of hairspray back in the 80s too, so maybe. But that hair color is also kind of weird, so. And then, the only album I bought that's not even in the realm of hard rock, it's his, I had to buy this. I like this band. I'm not going to say I love this band, but I've recently gained a new appreciation for this band. Didn't like them back in the day, but I've really, it's like new wave, I guess, sort of, new wave pop or whatever. But recently I've just kind of been, I listened to this whole album. I was like, wow, this is not bad, and I really kind of like it. That's Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. It's got the hits Shout, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and Head Over Heels is pretty big as well, I think. But, you know, it was new, sealed. And the funny thing is, the guy asked if I wanted a sleeve for it in a bag. It was raining. I'm like, no. He's like, well, you don't want a sleeve for it? I'm like, it's sealed. It's got plastic on it. If it gets wet, it ain't gonna do anything to it. Why do I need a sleeve for it? Why do I want one of your sleeves when I have my own sleeves? At home, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. I'm assuming this is just black, because why would it be splatter? It doesn't say anything that's not black or colored or anything like that, so. Wish it had a download code. Just this inner sleeve. Yep, it's just black. Feels 180 gram to me. So yeah, there's that. Tears for Fears. Like I said, I've been really enjoying a lot of the 80s new wave, which I really didn't listen to back in the day. I heard of certain songs, you know, like the Fixes, One Thing Leads to Another, and the Cars, Duran Duran. You know, I knew all those bands and those songs. So, and I knew this one. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Nice little haul here. I'm not buying a lot of vinyl lately, for the simple fact that everything's so expensive, and I have a lot of bills, man. I have a lot of bills, and I gotta be very careful with what I buy. So, if I can find cassettes or CDs for cheap, I'll buy them. The newer cassettes, though, they're not the greatest sounding because they don't have that noise reduction that the older ones have. Because they stopped making cassettes, like, big time, like they used to. So they stopped with the noise reduction that they used to have. A lot of these newer ones sound kind of muffled and kind of weird sounding. Like a lot of ones I bought from Bandcamp. Some sound okay, others are just kind of like, sounds like shit. But, yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, rock on.